Tomorrow was going to be a very important day for Daniel. It was his first day at a new job. Daniel was excited, but he was also nervous. He had worked before, but this job was different. It was a new company, a new office, and many new people. That night, Daniel prepared his clothes. He put his phone on the table. He checked his bag. He checked his alarm. Then he looked at the time. 7 o'clock, he said. My first day starts at 9. Daniel smiled. I need to be early. He went to bed, but he could not sleep immediately. He kept thinking about his new job. Would the people be friendly? Would he understand everything? Would he do a good job? Finally, Daniel closed his eyes. Tomorrow was the beginning of something new. The next morning, Daniel woke up before his alarm. He looked at the clock. It was 6:30. I am awake already, he said. He got out of bed and took a shower. Then he put on his new shirt and dark trousers. He looked in the mirror. Okay, Daniel, he said, you can do this. He ate a quick breakfast, then he checked his bag one more time. Phone, wallet, notebook, pen, everything was ready. At 7:30, Daniel left his apartment. The weather was nice, the sun was shining, and the streets were busy. Daniel walked to the bus stop. He felt nervous again. But this time, he also felt excited. He was ready to start his new job. The bus arrived at 8 o'clock. Daniel got on the bus and found a seat near the window. He looked outside. People were going to work. Some people were walking. Some were riding bicycles. Some were waiting for buses. Daniel looked at his phone. He still had almost 1 hour before work. Good, he thought. I have plenty of time. After about 20 minutes, the bus stopped near his new office. Daniel got off. He looked up. The building was tall and modern. His new company was on the 5th floor. Daniel took a deep breath, then he walked inside. Daniel opened the glass door and walked into the office. A woman was sitting at the reception desk. She smiled. Good morning, can I help you? Good morning, Daniel said. My name is Daniel Carter. Today is my first day here. The woman smiled again. Welcome, Daniel. Thank you. She called someone on the phone. A few seconds later, a man came toward Daniel. Hi, Daniel. I'm Mark. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Daniel said. Mark showed Daniel around the office. This is the kitchen. This is the meeting room. And this is your desk. Daniel looked at his new desk. There was a computer, a notebook, and a small plant. This is nice, he said. Mark smiled. I'm glad you like it. A little later, Mark introduced Daniel to the team. There were 5 people in the room. This is Daniel, Mark said. He's joining our team today. Everyone smiled. Hi, Daniel. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the team, Daniel smiled. Thank you. It's nice to meet all of you. Then Daniel sat down. He listened carefully while everyone introduced themselves. There was Anna from sales, Ben from marketing, Lisa from customer service, and Tom from finance. Daniel tried to remember everyone's names. It was a lot of information, but everyone was friendly. That made Daniel feel more comfortable. At 10 o'clock, Mark came to Daniel's desk. I have a small task for you, he said. Sure, Daniel replied. Mark explained the task. Daniel needed to check some information in a document. Then he needed to put the information into a simple table. Daniel listened carefully, but there was one problem. He did not understand one part of the task. He looked at the document again. Should he ask Mark? Daniel felt a little nervous. He did not want to look like he knew nothing. But then he remembered something. It was okay to ask questions. So Daniel walked to Mark's desk. Excuse me, Mark. Yes? Could you explain this part again, please? Mark smiled. Of course. He explained it again. This time, Daniel understood. Ah, now I understand. Thank you. No problem, Mark said. At 12:30, it was lunchtime. Daniel went to the kitchen. Anna was already there. Hey, Daniel, how's your first day going? It's going well, Daniel said. Everyone is very friendly. Anna smiled. That's good. They talked about the office, they talked about the food, they talked about the city. Daniel started to relax. He realized something. He did not need to be perfect. He just needed to listen, ask questions, and try. After lunch, Daniel went back to his desk. He felt much more confident. In the afternoon, Daniel made a small mistake. He entered one number incorrectly in the table. Mark noticed it. Daniel, I think this number is wrong. Daniel looked at the screen. Oh, you're right. He felt embarrassed. I'm sorry. Don't worry, Mark said. It's your first day. Daniel corrected the number. Then he checked the rest of the table carefully. He learned something important. Making a small mistake was not the end of the world. The important thing was to... At 5 o'clock, Daniel finished his work. He turned off his computer. He put his notebook in his bag. Mark walked over. So, Daniel, how was your first day? Daniel smiled. It was good. Were you nervous this morning? Daniel laughed. Yes, very nervous. But now I feel much better. Mark smiled. Good, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Daniel left the office. Outside, the evening sky was bright and peaceful. He walked toward the bus stop. He thought about his day. He had met new people. He had learned new things. He had made one small mistake. And he had asked for help. It was a good first day. Daniel learned 3 important things on his first day. First, it is okay to feel nervous when something is new. Second, it is okay to ask questions when you do not understand something. And third, making a small mistake does not mean you're bad at your job. You can learn from your mistakes. You can ask for help. And you can become better every day. Starting something new can be difficult, but you do not need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying. Before we finish, let's remember a few useful expressions from the story. It's my first day. You can say this when you start a new job, school, or activity. Nice to meet you. You can use this when you meet someone for the first time. Could you explain this again, please? Use this when you do not understand something and, I'm sorry, I'll fix it. You can use this when you make a mistake. Now try to use these sentences in your own life. And remember, you don't have to speak perfect English. You just need to keep listening, keep practicing, and keep trying. See you in the next lesson.